Hi there, this is Anoop, and today we are going to talk about Microsoft Entra Global Secure Access Solution. What are the components in this Global Secure Access Solution? And we will also discuss about Entra Private Access and Internet Access solutions. What are the differences between those, etc. It is all about identity-centric security service edge SSE solution from Microsoft. What are the components involved in that? We will discuss all these things in this video. So don't skip it. Let's go ahead and check this out. So let's talk about what is Entra Global Secure Access in this video. We are going to talk about SSE solution from Microsoft, and we will explore more about Entra Internet Access Solution, Entra Private Access Solution, and we will see some demo as well. First of all, we will start from Entra ID. We'll have a quick intro about Entra ID, and then we will proceed from there to explain about other Entra solutions. So Azure AD is now Entra ID. Azure AD is Entra ID now. What is Entra? Entra is basically an IAM product from Microsoft, and Microsoft renamed or rebranded Azure Active Directory, Azure AD or aka AAD, to Entra ID. From a technical perspective, there's nothing changed. APIs and all the URLs are going to be the same, but it is just the rebranding to align with their IAM product strategy. So Entra ID is part of Microsoft Entra product, and Entra ID is basically an enterprise identity and access management solution. It is a SaaS based solution with lot of hybrid support. As I mentioned before, Entra ID is part of IAM product family named Microsoft Entra. Let's look more into Microsoft Entra as a product. What are the three main categories under Microsoft Entra product? Identity and access management is the first one, and that is what Microsoft Entra ID provides. And there are Microsoft Entra ID governance and Microsoft Entra external ID. All these three are part of identity and access management. The second category over here is new identity categories. Microsoft has recently announced Microsoft Entra Verified IDs, Microsoft Entra Permission Management, Microsoft Entra Workload IDs. So these are the modern identity categories which can be used with modern applications, etc, etc. And the third category of Microsoft Entra product is network access. Mainly there are two kinds of network accesses. One is internet access and the other one is private access. Internet access basically means these are publicly available applications, etc. Private access means these are private applications or websites which is available only for a specific enterprise or a group of users. So Microsoft Entra has a solution to have secured network access using these two features: Microsoft Entra Internet Access and Microsoft Entra Private Access. Now let's understand more about Entra Global Secure Access solution. What is Global Secure Access Solution, which you can see in Entra portal? Global Secure Access Solution includes Microsoft Entra Internal Access and Microsoft Entra Private Access solutions. We'll cater this question later, but keep in mind, think about Azure AD App Proxy that we used to use for many scenarios. If you want to connectivity back to on-prem resources, applications, etc., such as Endes connector, Endes servers. We use Azure App Proxy, Azure AD App Proxy along with Endes connectors to get things done. We will talk about Azure AD App Proxy in a bit. So we learned that Global Secure Access includes Entra Internet Access and Entra Private Access. Now let's look into very high level details of Entra Internet Access solution. What does it? It is identity-centric, secure web gateway for SaaS applications and internet traffic protection. So it is a secure web gateway SWG for SaaS applications and internet traffic protection. So that is similar to proxy functionality, isn't it? So there is a web protection component in MDE, that is Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. Web protection policies are there, indicators are there, but whether those protection policies are identity centric or it is mainly for devices. So we will see more about the differences between Azure AD App Proxy, MDE Web Protection and Global Secure Access in a different video at later time. But let's concentrate on Entra Private Access now. What is Entra Private Access? Private Access is also a solution that is specifically identity-centric solution based on Zero Trust Network Access principles. This is for secure access to private resources that can be on-prem applications similar to Azure AD App Proxy and the private applications or private resources hosted in IaaS or PaaS kind of a platform, multi-cloud platform, AWS, Azure, Google, etc. So private access provides that kind of a solution based on zero trust network access principles. We will see both of these in detail in the later slides, so stay on. Now let's understand what are the permissions you need to enable global secure access solution from Entra portal. You should have security admin access or global admin access to activate and manage global secure access features. The catch over here is there's another client that directly or indirectly you need to manage. All the modern clients are automatically managed from the cloud side of things. It will get automatic updates. It will get hot fixes automatically. Everything will be delivered automatically without any control from admin side. So admin cannot normally control the versions or updates of these types of client agents. One of the perfect example, if you are familiar with Intune, is IME, Intune Management Extension. And there are other examples in AVD world, etc. And another catch over here is to have global secure access features, you need to install a client agent, global secure access client. This is the icon for the client agent. And whether do you need additional premium licenses for global secure access or Entra P2 licenses or P1 licenses will have this? I think we need to have premium licenses for this feature, but it is still in preview. So Microsoft has not shared any licensing cost for premium licenses including global secure access from Entra. So this is a quick view of the Entra portal and you have an option to activate these features from here. And over here you would be able to see the key capabilities of Entra Internet Access Solution and Entra Private Access Solution. I'm not going to go through the capabilities, but you can pause the video and read this out. Another important thing that Microsoft confirmed is this one. Alex confirmed in the Twitter that Entra Private Access is the premium version of Azure AD App Proxy. So that is interesting. Azure AD App Proxy, what is happening with that? We were wondering, right? And Entra Private Access is the answer for that. It is a premium version of Azure Active Directory App Proxy. So if you want to have more features added to Azure App Proxy service, then you should go for Entra Private Access. As per Alex, all we have done is enhance those components to do a lot more, but again with the client agent. This is a very high level overview of new solutions which are part of Microsoft Entra Identity and Access Management Solution. If you see on the left side, there are identities, endpoints and remote networks. This can be anywhere. Any user, any device can be accessed from anywhere. And then conditional access in Microsoft Entra ID. and continuous access evaluation CAE are coming in this part, and then it reaches Microsoft Global Private Wide Area Network. So that is where the new solutions such as Microsoft Security Service Edge SSE solution comes into picture. SSE solution has three components. One is Microsoft Entra Internet Access, Microsoft Entra Private Access, and then Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps. Then it provides the secured access to private apps, internet and SaaS apps, also Microsoft 365 apps and resources through the dedicated tunnels. This is very high level overview of the different components within this ecosystem. Just wanted to show you how the legacy world works without any modern identity and access management solutions. Legacy technology has lot of limitations. It is very complex to operate and it has not very good hybrid experience. And Microsoft explained in the slide in all details what are the challenges, etc., etc. Normally, if you are working from an office, then you will use the corporate network to connect to the network stack within the data center, private data center, and then it will go to publicly hosted applications such as business SaaS applications, consumer SaaS application, or IaaS or PaaS kind of solutions. And sometimes you need to use VPN. If you are in remote office, you need to use the WAN connectivity. All these things are adding a lot of complex scenarios, and from an operational perspective it is very difficult to troubleshoot, etc., etc. Let's look into Microsoft Entra Internet Access. What does this solution? If you want to provide secured access to public SaaS offerings such as Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, etc., and if you want to have secured access for Microsoft 365 and all the other SaaS applications and resources, this is all internet apps and resources. These two categories comes under all internet apps and resources. And again, on the left side it is same: identities, endpoints, and remote networks. It uses conditional access in Entra ID and then continuous access evaluation. Then it reaches the global private wide area network, where you will have Microsoft Entra Internet Access. This helps to unify network access controls with conditional access, and it also helps against data exfiltration and restrict end users accessing unsafe and non-compliant content, enrich real visibility of security events, restrict incoming and outgoing traffic. These are the main features of Entra Internet Access, and it got lot of visibility from this perspective as well. Now let's look into private access. Entra Private Access. Again, same components over here: identities, endpoints, and how endpoints and identities can access to all private applications. How you can secure it using Entra Private Access. Entra Private Access is an identity-centric, zero-trust network access solution for secure access to private resources. So these are the private resources: multi-cloud, SaaS or PaaS solutions, and then corporate network, web applications, SMB, FTP protocol, printers, ERP systems, etc., etc. These are the private resources in this scenario. So Microsoft Entra Private Access can help you to secure these resources in a modern world. It can minimize the risk of implicit trust and lateral movement by replacing legacy VPN, etc. It also helps to simplify app segmentation with granular app segments creation option. Enforce conditional access controls to prevent breaches. So these are the main key features of Entra Private Access, but a lot of other details are there available in the description of the video. Let's quickly go back to Entra Internet Access and let's quickly define what is it. Entra Internet Access is identity-centric, secured web gateway solution for SaaS applications and internet traffic, and this can be used for internet traffic protection as well. Now let's see Identity-centric security service edge solution, SSE, from Microsoft Entra. Again, the pattern of the diagram is same. Any user, any device, remote network, and then conditional access, continuous access evaluation, dedicated tunnels, and over here you can see it includes all the types of applications and resources: private applications, internet and SaaS applications such as LinkedIn, Twitter, and then Microsoft 365 applications and resources. So what does Microsoft Security Service Edge solution? It consists of three components: Microsoft Entra Internet Access, Microsoft Entra Private Access, and Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps. It provides comprehensive zero trust security across all applications and resources. It also provides adaptive access and robust data exfiltration controls, and it also provides secure and optimized connectivity to the resources. These are the few highlights about SSE solution from Microsoft Entra. This is another high-level view of identity-centric security service edge solution. Microsoft SSE solution helps secured and optimized connectivity for the identities, endpoints, and remote networks to IaaS, infrastructure as a service or PaaS solutions, access to headquarters or data centers within the corporate network, and then to internet, and then to Microsoft 365 applications and resources. These are internet access, these are private access. So Microsoft SSE solution helps enterprises to secure and optimize the connectivity between these two entities. This is very high level overview of private access, internet access, and how Microsoft is connecting identities, endpoints, remote networks with private applications and resources and internet applications and resources using Microsoft Entra solutions, which we discussed in the previous slide. Now let's quickly check the experience of Entra Admin Center portal over here and how to enable global secure access for your tenant. So if you log into entra.microsoft.com and if you scroll down, you would be able to see a global secure access option over here. And if you click on get started, you would be able to get this particular screen. In the screen on the right side, you would be able to see global secure access prerequisites. And for my test tenant, I already have required admin access to activate the preview, and then I also have appropriate license required to start using global secure access. So again, this is going to be a premium feature as we discussed in the slide. So you might need to purchase additional license to use this. And how to activate global secure access in your tenant? You just need to click on this button. If I click on this button, it is trying to onboard my tenant over here. Tenant onboarding is currently in progress. This may take a few minutes to complete. Activating global secure access in your tenant. So that is done now. As you can see over here, tenant onboarding has been completed for activating global secure access in your tenant. And then if you click on get started button over here, let's click on get started, and you can see Entra internet access, Entra private access. These are the quick features of internet access, and these are the quick features of Entra private access. If I click on get started button over here, that will redirect me to the Microsoft documentation page. Over there it is explained that install the client to access Microsoft 365 traffic. This is for internet access. And then it also talks about primary private resource access. For everything you need global secure access client, that is GSA client. And you can see different scenarios over here. If you want to connect with private application resources, what are the things you need to do, etc, etc. And all these details are available over here also. Global secure access preview, network traffic dashboard. In the dashboard you would be able to see cross tenant access, active devices, inactive devices, all those details, top used destinations, etc. So if I go back to Entra portal and click on private thing, it is again pointing to the same Microsoft documentation. So click on dashboard from here and you can see welcome to global secure access, and at the moment everything is blank because I have not set this up. Devices, if you click on devices you can see client options, and then from here you can download global secure access client, and there are some requirements mentioned over here for the clients. It should be enterprise version. This is available only for enterprise version at this point of time. So either it should be hybrid Azure AD or Azure AD joint devices. So BYO scenario is not supported in this, and then you can go to a remote network, etc. And then application, you can have application kind of settings. So over here you would be able to see application proxy is currently disabled for your tenant. Enterprise application is another option where you can check and create new applications if you want. If you click on new applications, you can see the destination type, destination port details, etc. So this is somewhat similar to Azure AD app proxy setup. Let's look into session management. Under global settings, you can see the session management and adaptive access, tenant restrictions, etc. etc. Logging options are also available, and under secure you can see policy profile, web filtering policies. This is similar to MDE again. So it would be interesting to see what are the differences between MDE web filtering and Entra web filtering option as part of global secure access. Traffic forwarding options are also there under connect, and you would be able to see different options over here to view the traffic from here, which are the destinations like outlook.com, ports, categories, all these details you would be able to see from here, and connectors. So that was the quick overview of global secure access solution or feature from Microsoft Entra. Now that you got all the information that is needed to understand global secure access solution from Microsoft Entra in this video, you have also seen the demo where we have explained how to enable these services from Entra portal. Hope this was helpful. Thank you all for watching. See you around.